Alright, time to get right back into it. Nongeye kubasuhuza aho muri hose. Mbafite byinshi cyane. I have a really lot of stories to get looked at right here. If time allows us to. Mbere na mbere amazina, my name is Modest Wanzi. I'm ready to representing to you these stories that I've collected for you. I have a lot here. It's too much happening in the world. Hopefully you guys are doing great over there where you guys are. Without saying too much, let's get straight right back into these stories. So here we see that today, I think, to what time it depends, what time it was. For us it was morning. Woke up to this news that Russia launches deadly drone and missiles into Kiev, Decos and the missiles, like 500 of them. That's too much for the according to what has been happening. It's been like almost 4 years with this war going on. 4 or 5 years, man. That's that's crazy over there. We saw when the beginning of this year, US president during his campaign, he promised to end the war first day in the office, but it's been almost a year. Nothing has changed. I mean, we see these talks coming up, and we saw President of Russia, President Vladimir Putin, flew to USA to face, to talk face to face with the US president, but we don't see nothing, we don't see no progress into the war, and the president came and said, I will end this war within a day, but it's just propaganda. It can't just happen, because this is like a decade of conflict. You can't just finish it with a day, with just one talk. I don't know if really people believe that and voted him because he said so, but that can't really happen. What else we have here? We have around the world. We saw this the UN General Assembly that happened in New York this week. Some of the world leaders, they came to support Palestinians, in the West Bank, to be independent, to be recognized as a country, and we see Palestinian people really happy for them, and this conflict is taking lives, innocent lives, children lives. It needs to stop. We need to criticize a lot to end this conflict, because let's peace prevail in the world. That's what we strive for. So we are seeing here the FBI director who has been indicted this week. He's now we see president of USA. He had something to say about James Comey being justice being served, because he believes there's files, he linked government's files when he was still the director. So he's being questioned for what he did during his time in the office, which kind of interesting, because I remember he got fired during first term of the current president, before he was voted out. I think this guy got fired, so I don't think they work well together. So hopefully yeah, they figure out what's really what's wrong with them. They go figure it out. So there's a government shutdown. They are trying to avoid it, but they need to fund more money to avoid the government shutdown here in the US. We see this been going on for a long time. I don't know why they are not able to end this this government shutdown thing. So they need to see it, and because that's why they're in offices. Those government offices, they need to do what's right for the people. Okay. So I had these stories I didn't talk to you in my previous video about Jimmy Kimmel. This guy, he was let out from doing a night shows at the I think this is NBC, the Disney Plus, one of the Disney Plus cable networks, I believe. But they let him come back because people were outraged of his letting go. Because he made unnecessary comment about the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and they believe it was not appropriate to put out in the media, so they fired him. But I usually watch this night show every now and then. Ni show zishimishije cyane mu kagoroba aho ngaho buri kwira, baraza bakareba ibiri kuba, the current issues, current affairs biri kuba mu gihugu, possibly also all over the world. They make very interesting comments about it. They're like comedians. So basically people really they were not happy because they started unsubscribing from Disney Plus, streaming networks, cable TVs, so they were losing a bunch of customers. And then they say, we need this guy to come back and continue entertaining people. Without him, I believe they can't do nothing. So some people have power. You got whatever you can do, but you can't destroy them. But at the end of the day, if they have a great support from the people they have been serving for a long time, you might end up destroying your own self. So that right there was very interesting for sure. I don't know if abantu benshi bino bintu bikurikirana by'ama night shows. We saw his fellow night show presenters came and stormed up for him too. They criticized a lot of the corporate that let him go. It was kind of political. Even US president was happy for him being let go. What I can tell, these people who are in entertainment, they don't really give enough. They don't show that they support President Trump. I don't know why. When I follow this, I can tell most of like Hollywood people, they go against President Trump. This is similar to the Uganda political affairs, where we have like this guy who was in entertainment. He was a musician. I could see a lot of negative from his fellow entertainers, musicians, comedians. I don't know what's going on in their mind, but basically that's what happens when you try to move to another level. People who are on your level, they think you don't have to. You need to stay on the same level with them. But if you want to step one step ahead. If you want to go one step ahead, they feel a betrayal and kind of hurts them inside their feelings. Probably that's what I think. So guys, thank you for watching my channel. I encourage you to subscribe, share, comment, share to families and friends. I will really appreciate your support, and that will encourage me to get more and more of these videos for you, so we can discuss of more important issues that are going